Welcome back to handwriting. So in this lesson, we're actually going to look at the straight line letters of the lowercase I, the lowercase l, lowercase t, and the capital H, capital I, and capital L. So we're going to open up our handwriting book, and we're going to open up to the first page. And we know that we have our book correct when we have a large white space at the top. This is a header space that you're going to see on most paper. And let's review and make sure our pencil tip is sharp. And we have our grip, either a 2-finger grip or a 3-finger grip, ready to go. We're going to start with the lowercase I. So of course I have my left hand holding paper. If you write left-handed, you'll have your right hand holding the paper. Okay, ready? Lowercase I is a short, straight. We're going to pull it straight down between the midline and the bottom. And and then we dot the I. And we're going to do that again. And I want you to see that I'm going from the midline, pulling down. Okay, one thing that I do see a lot of times is students are starting at the bottom, pushing up, and we don't do that. That's going to cause problems for you when you are learning cursive. So we want to make sure we learn this correctly. Midline, and we're going to pull straight down in a short straight, and we're going to dot our I. Now, the other thing that we see a lot is this. We see this beautiful pull down, and we see this thing, this alien floating over the top of a tall building. That is not an I. You notice when I make a mistake, I just put an X through it, and I keep on going. When we're practicing handwriting, we don't take time to erase. We just put an X through it so we know not that way. So again, midline, straight, and I'm going to dot my I. The other one we see is this. Midline, with that short, straight stroke there, and this circular olive floating on top of a spaghetti noodle, maybe? I'm not sure, but it's not an I. So we want to make sure we are not doing that. Now he looks like a person crying, help, help, make an I correctly. So we're going to do midline, short, straight stroke, dot the I. And you'll make a whole line of these all the way to the end. And when you get all the way to the end, you're going to look back and say, you know what? This one is my best lowercase I. And you're going to circle that lowercase I. Pause the video at this time to finish your row of I's, and then come back and restart it when you're ready for the next letter. So the next letter we're going to look at is the L. Now the L is another one of our tall straights, our straight strokes. So it's going to be top to bottom. So we're going to the top line, through the midline, all the way to the bottom in a tall straight stroke. And this is our lowercase L. And again, I'm holding my paper. And we're going to do those tall, straight strokes for that lowercase L. Again, we do not start at the bottom and go up. Nope, 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 right? We're going to do top, straight stroke down. Make a whole row of lowercase I's. When you're done, you're going to find your best, L's. When you're done, you're going to find your best L. I think this is my best L. And you're going to circle your best lowercase L. So pause the video till you get done, and then come back and restart it. Okay, this time it's going to be the lowercase t. Now, I am going to tell you, excuse me, a little secret. Many, 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 many people, many, many adults write the lowercase t incorrectly. They don't do it correctly. What they do is they go all the way to a tall straight and they pull down and then they cross. And in the Palmer method, we don't do that. So that is not what it looks like. I'm going to put an X through that one. What we actually do in Palmer method is we come between the top line and our midline and we start between the two. And we do a pull down, okay? And then we do a slide right. That is actually the lowercase t in the Palmer handwriting method. So mid between top line and midline, that midpoint, straight, stroke, and cross. Slide right, straight stroke, slide right, straight stroke, slide right. Okay, would you please do a whole row of T's, then find your best. Go ahead and put me on pause until you're done. Well, I think my best, it's between one of these. I think it's this one. So I'm going to circle that. Did you circle your best T? Okay, we're going to move to the uppercase letters. I'm going to slide my paper up just a little bit here. And the first one we're going to look at is the H. So this is the capital H. And I'm going to do a tall straight. Again, I have my hand holding my paper. Remember, no lazy hands. Both hands work. I'm going to slide over a little bit. I'm going to do another tall, straight, and then I'm going to slide right. And we do that again. From the top, remember we don't go from the bottom. From the top, pull straight down, tall, straight, slide right. Now what I should not see is this, tall, straight, gigantic jump over, tall, straight, and a slide right. This is a goalpost. Here's our football. Coming in, right? Okay, we're not playing football with our handwriting. Okay, so when we do our capital H, we want a tall, straight, slide over a little, tall, straight, and a slide right in the middle. Oh, look at that beautiful H. Do a row of H's for me, circle your favorite, and come back. I actually think this is my favorite. Okay, we are now going to do the capital I. So in the capital I have two slide rights and a tall straight. Okay, now to do this, again, I'm going to start my stroke at the very top. I do not start my stroke from the bottom, from the top. I'm going to do a tall straight, and then I'm going to slide right on top, and I'm going to slide right on the bottom. I'll do it again. Tall straight, slide right, slide right. So it's a three-step, and it's one of the few moves where you are picking up your pencil. Tall straight, slide right, slide right. Do a row of capital I's, and then circle your favorite. I think this one is my favorite. The The last letter that we're going to review is the capital L. Now the capital L is 2 moves, but we do not pick up our pencil, okay? So I'm holding my page. I'm going to do a tall straight, and I'm going to go right into the slide right. So again, tall straight, slide right. Tall straight, slide right. And I don't want to do this, tall straight, slide right. No, that looks very, very strange. That actually looks like a book corner, or that I'm showing you an angle, maybe not an L. So I'm going to put an X through that, and I'm going to keep on going correctly. Make a whole row of capital L's, circle your favorite, and come on back. That's my favorite. I also like this one. This one's also my favorite. Okay, now that we've practiced some of the letters, we're going to write a couple of words on the back side. Now, you notice I turned my paper over, and I'm going to work on the back side of that page. And the first word we're going to write is tilt. So to tilt, right? To lean, to tilt. And so remember the T. The T, I go from the top line to the midline. I go in between. And I'm going to do a straight stroke. And I'm going to slide right. There's my T. And then I'm going to do a lowercase I, which is a short straight. And I'm going to dot my I right above it. Now, if you're in my classroom, and you will see, sometimes I write very sloppy when I'm up at the board and I'm writing really, really fast, and I dot way over here. And my students know to correct me because that is not correct. So make sure that you dot your I above your I. And then we do a lowercase L, which is a tall straight. And I'm going to do a T. But now remember, I'm going to slide right, so I need to make sure I don't do the T right up next to the L. I'm going to give it a little space so I have room to slide right. And I'm going to write the word tilt. Would you write the word tilt 3 times for me, please? Tilt. And again, tilt. Now your fingers underneath should be sliding and guiding you across that paper. So it's just sliding and gliding. You can hear it when I write. The next word we're going to write is till. So T I L L. Till. Would you please write that word 3 times for me? Okay, you ready? Move my paper up a little bit. I'm still holding. Remember, no lazy hands. Check your hand. Make sure it's not a lazy hand. And we're going to write ill. Maybe you got sick, right? You're ill. And that is spelled I-L-L. I-L-L. Would you please write ill 3 times? I think my first one was my best. I started slanting this way, didn't I? I'm going to do one more just so we know what it should look like. There we go. That's a very nice till. Okay, maybe I'm starting a sentence, and I'm going to start the sentence with a capital letter. So I'm going to start the sentence, it was a rainy day, and the word is it. So I'm going to make a capital I. And T, it. It. Check your grip. Are you still using a 2-finger or a 3-finger pinch? Do you still have your loose fingers to guide you? Maybe I'm writing a sentence and I'm going to write about a person named Hill. Maybe his name is Hill for short. His name is Hilliard or Hill Jimmy Job or I don't know. But we're going to do Hill with a capital H. And so if I was starting a sentence, it would be capital. Maybe I'm starting to write something about hills. Hill. And would you do that 3 times for me? Check your grip. How you doing? And are you still holding your paper? If you get in the habit of making sure your grip is there and you're holding your paper, handwriting becomes much faster for you. And it will make cursive next year or when you get into 3rd grade much faster for you. Okay, so we have the word tilt, till, ill, it, and hill. And that ends lesson 2 of handwriting for you. Now what you're going to do is you can do this with your camera by either holding this up to your camera and taking a picture or a video and submitting that to your teacher so that way we can score your handwriting, or ask mom or dad to take a picture of it and upload it where it says to upload documents. And that way we can see that and we can grade your handwriting for you, okay? Have a great day.